Hey, this is Grant from Grant's Media Menagerie, coming back to you today after a long hiatus to talk to you about Full Metal Alchemist, episode 19. Okay, so I gotta say, since I've been waiting so long out of, laziness to do these videos, I gotta say, I honestly forgot how much I love this series. I mean, I love how in particular, this story handles so many genres very well. It has elements of a thriller, like the movie Seven. It has an aspect of action adventure, like Indiana Jones. It even has some of the silliness that you would see in like Scooby Doo, but all of those blend together beautifully. In this episode, the once again the pace is kind of just speeding up and speeding up and speeding up, and they figured out that they can create a Philosopher's Stone, but it's gonna take human life. And so this is kind of the episode where the goal is in sight, but it's not the way you want it. Um, and for the first time in a long time, you also see Ed, that he is a kid, because a lot of the time you forget that he is a kid, except when he's making references to his height. You forget a lot that he is a kid because he's very mature. He's a lot more mature than you would normally associate with someone who is 13 years old, or 13, 14. Kind of hard to decide in these anime. Anyway, yeah, I gotta say, I really love this episode. I love the two characters that they're, well, in one case, reintroducing, but that they have added a new aspect to Barry the Butcher, who was referenced in an earlier episode. I don't know if you remember that. It's I want to say episode 8, but I can't be sure. You also see some great fights done between Ed and the other character. Honestly, I'm drawing a blank, but the character who is also like Barry the Chopper and Al. And you see some just great dialogue in this scene. There's a great atmosphere that's set up in this scene. It's very, very dark, intrigue filled. It's the whole this whole section of the episode is just dripping with atmosphere. I mean, it's a truly amazing episode. I particularly love that they're also setting up these things. I didn't quite notice this the first and second time around, but they're setting up characters in this episode that are going to be much more important later in the series. And they honestly introduce him in a beautiful way. That introduce this character that's going to get elaborated on more, but pay attention to the character that is revealed when Ed does alchemy right after a giant boulder, which I'm honestly thinking that the writer of Full Metal Alchemist watched Indiana Jones Raiders of the Lost Ark right before writing this, because it's way, way too similar. Yeah, so pay attention to the character that you see right after he does alchemy during that scene. Going to be very important later on. And that is all I can think to tell you today. Hope you enjoy it. Until next time, have a great day.